Coming back to some of the definitions, this is the foundation for value stream mapping. The speed of the customer reinforces the concept of making only what is needed, no overproduction. I'm introducing a time called as a takt time. It's a German word. Takt time is the rate at which the customer wants a product. For example, you are opening up samosa shop in front of a college on evening time, and the college demands that you can be there, open your shop only for 1 hour. After that, the college do not allow it. So what is the available time in seconds? 3,600 seconds. And you find that some 120 people want samosas. 120 samosas can be sold out of 500 people who come out of the college. So the customer demand is 120. The available time is 3,600. So in how much time should you sell one samosa? Should you make one samosa? It's about 30 seconds, right? So that's called as a takt time. This is a simple example. Let's take a real time. In my shift, I have 8 hours. I operate only in one shift. It is 8 hours. In a month, they want 200 pieces of a particular product in a month. The customer demand is 200. I operate only 25 days. So how much product is required per day? So 8 is required per day. And in how much time should I produce one product? In 1 hour. Simple. It's a simple problem, right? So 1 hour is the takt time because my available time is 8 hours, 25 days in a month. So my monthly demand is 200. Suppose if there are 1 hour lunch break and half an hour tea break, then you need to enter into a calculation because it's no longer 8 hours, it is only 6.5 hours. Takt time is the rate at which the customer wants a. So time available is a productive time available for making the product. It's a productive time available for making the product, and customer demand is actually average daily demand. And that's why 200 per month, I said average daily demand is 8 numbers. So with that, we can have our own examples. 200 invoices per day. Average available work time is 420 minutes. One invoice in 2.1 minutes. And that's called as a takt time. That is in the transactional case example. And I put the drum beat here. So like dung, dung, dung. As and when you beat the drum, that is the drum beat of a customer, we say. There are some definitions. I will share with you the book called Learning to See. You can see the definitions from here. This is exactly, I tried to copy and put it in a nice format here. Cycle time. I've tried to illustrate the time that elapses between one part coming off process to the next part. And this time is called as the cycle time. Now, in your experience, you might have come across different definitions of this, but we need to calibrate with the definition that is given in Learning to See book, because these are all the definitions that has evolved over a period of time. Never look at the typical English meaning or a dictionary meaning. Let us calibrate ourselves to the definitions and then start our understanding. Okay, so cycle time is the time that elapses, because people will start arguing in this. No, I've been an industrial engineer for so many years and this is how I've calculated the time. I will refer this book, I can show you and all that. Due respects to all of them of your experience and whatever you've done. But we follow this book, Learning to See, and whatever definition that is there, we will go by that and we will continue our value stream mapping. Process lead time. If you see the process lead time, I've given you in the picture. The time to run through the complete process. The third one, changeover time. Please remember, it is the time between the last good part of type A. This is the last good part of type A to the first good part of type B. That's why I put in dark circle and the gray circle. That's now lead time, the time to run a part all the way through the value stream, right from the beginning to the end, all the way through the value stream. And takt time is the time at which the customer needs every product. The customer needs every product. And this is not, takt time is not calculated by, takt time is the only time where the time is not calculated using stopwatch. All the other you can measure through a stopwatch, but takt time is only time which is calculated with the formula, which is the total time available divided by the customer demand. So no watch is being used, stopwatch is being. So we'll give a brief introduction to the VSM. Okay, we'll give a free introduction to VSM. Where to start? So we do a simple assessment. We'll go to the Gemba walk. We identify the high leverage value streams. Don't worry about how to identify and all that. I will explain clearly in the value stream map. Eliminate waste wherever possible, map the value stream. So even before doing the value stream map, the low hanging fruits, whichever that we can eliminate, we should just eliminate. We should not look for too much analysis and get into paralysis. Too much of analysis will lead to, so map the value stream, complete an important and visible improvement activity as soon as possible and expect immediate results. So these are the quick things. So what I'll do is the next slide is a little bit of a heavy slide. And so I will pause here just to make sure that I want to give full attention to this slide, because I don't want to show the slide towards the end of the session. Like for this one, I want to explain this slide in the next session. And this is a starting point of the value stream, like the typical action sequence. I want to focus on each of these principles and what are the metrics, what are the tools, right from assessing the value stream, how to stabilize the individual processes, and how to do implementation of the just to do it, then stabilize the value stream, then enable this flow, standardize the work, develop the pull systems and perfection. This I will explain in the next class. And what I want to actually share is the high level steps in the value stream map. Let me show this also. If you see the value stream map, wherever there is a product for the customer, there is a value stream. Okay, we will talk about how to do the value stream, how to see the value, how to differentiate. In the next module, we will talk about how to differentiate between value and waste, eliminate the waste. Basically, value stream is all the actions currently required to bring a product or service through the design flow and the production flow. Okay, that's the entire value stream. So there are three components of value stream: material flow, information flow, and timeline. And we'll talk about these things in the next step. But here I want to give you, we will pick up the value stream. That's the first step. The second step, we will also identify the customer requirements. What is the demand, frequency, and all that. And then we will start, as a third step, we will start mapping all the processes. As a fourth step, the metrics in each of these processes, like cycle time, changeover time, and the inventory. We will also identify the inventory between these process steps. Then we will talk about the truck, that is the deliveries, how frequently it is delivered. Then how the information flow happens from the planning department. And finally, we'll calculate the lead time, and we will also, the team, the author, whoever has done that, we will show here.